All right, hello. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about a Galactic Legend counters. The first one I'm going to talk about is how to use Gas 5 Cheese to beat Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. The first Kylo Ren comp that we're going to run here is probably the most difficult one, which is the double tank set up with full First Order. Don't mind me while I get more comfortable while we're sitting for some learning time. So let's talk about this one right here. So we've got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. We've got crew. We've got First Order Stormtrooper. We've got a Red Lobster. And then we've got Huxley Poo. This is probably one of the tougher squads. And sometimes you'll run into this in your squad arena, but you won't run into it in territory wars because a lot of times they'll split up crew, but they may or may not only have one tank. And then there's other ones that they'll run to, like a Night Sisters one, but we're not going to get into that for this counter here. But what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to do our gas. This is a cheese comp. Wherever he is. Well, here we'll just we'll peg him out this way. Right. So gas in the leader position because you're going to use this as a leader ability when you have a member of the 501st. And the member of the 501st that we want here is we want 5s. And my 5s does not have the Omega on his taunt. I do not have the Zeta on his leadership, and yeah, this is one. I do not have his taunt on. I do not have his leadership ability, and that's it. Really nothing too special there. Now, the key here is his mod setup. So his mods have to be, this is like a raid setup where he's got 112,000 protection and 81,000 health. I have a special setup here that's all defensive mods. And you can see that what it was going to drop him down to is 68,000 protection and 77,000 health. It's going to give him a little more speed, a little more tenacity, a little more damage, but really not too much. His armor is going to go from 69 to 80% though, which is really big. And that's probably, and then his special survivability is going to go up from 45% to almost 60%. So the key ones here is really that his health and protection is low enough so that in the lineup that we're about to build, he will be the he'll be the weakest character that's on the lineup. And then we're going to have Han, and we're going to have Chewie. And then we're going to have 3PO. Now, you can sub out a lot of different players for 3PO. It's not the most important thing in the world that you use 3PO, but his exposes are going to help tremendously. And with the double tank setup, without a Galactic Legend, his debuff confusion is going to stop the other team from being able to have a taunt, and you can get around Kylo Ren unmasked taunt. So this is the way the battle is going to work. We're going to go in here, and you're going to see right away that guarded is on top of 5s here, and that's very important. Now, your kill order can be important, but really the most important thing is you want to get through tank number 1 and then get rid of Red Lobster and or Hux. I tend to try and get rid of Red Lobster first because when he has the Zeta, he does those AoEs and you get 4 or 5 crits and you just charge up Kylo Ren really quick. So in this case, I'm going to start by opening and stunning him. And that's going to tell me really how I'm looking for the rest of the way. So he's stunned, and I got all of his protection gone. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working with basics, and I'm going to just go all in on First Order Stormtrooper here. Because he has a cleanse. I'm going to stun him, hopefully. He has a cleanse, and so does Red Lobster. So the key for me here is to try and get through them. Now, on my assist, I'm going to call Han, and since he's guarded, Chewie is going to assist as well. And you'll see all those heals start going. So one of the big keys here is Chewie actually acts as your healer. Meanwhile, Kylo is going to just wail away on 5s. I'm going to use a basic on First Order Stormtrooper because we're going to try and get through him, like I said before, ASAP. Now, I'm going to use basic here from 3PO, and Lobster's going to cleanse it off. Basic. Okay, now Kylo Ren is almost charged, and with that assist, he has a full ultimate charge. Now, this is where they're going to go a little nuts for a second, and that's okay. We're going to drop Stormtrooper. Okay, and you see here that my 5s is super tanky. Now, 5s is going to get his healing every time Chewie assists. So now I want to get rid of Red Lobster really quick. So I'm going to go on him. I'm going to put a confusion on Kylo because I don't want Kylo taunting. Now, Gas is going to stand up and using basics, I'm going to attack Sith Trooper, and then as soon as I'm done with Sith Trooper, I'm going to be tapping on Hux. Okay, because I want to go right to Hux next. Now, when Gas goes, it almost always triggers the ultimate from Kylo. And as long as everything is working and your engine is going and you're healing up 5s, then you're going to be able to withstand that assault. But that's probably the hardest part of this whole thing, is just making sure that you are feeding heals to 5s, because he's just kind of face tanking Kylo. And with the special ability from Guard, right, he can't be critically hit. So it's going to really slow down Kylo's ability to get a charge going. Now I'm going to put some confusion and exposure here, because now it's just time to go all out on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And just trying to keep my boy over here healed up. And I'm going to use Han and throw the assist from Chewie and get all those heals. And again, just basic, basic, basic. There's no need to get fancy and piss off Kylo, because we want to get him down ASAP. Now, Gas is going to stand up. A lot of people will use the third ability, Force Grip, first. I use the second ability, Sundering Strike, first most of the time. But you want to get the Armor Shred on him. So we're going to do 1, 2. I got my Armor Shred on Gas, or on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And now Gas can sit back down again. He's really not necessary. So I'm going to basic. Okay, now Kylo does not have confusion, so he can taunt, which is not what we want. Okay, we lost 3PO, which is okay. We're still going to be able to get through this. It's just the hard thing is now we're going to have to try and get through crew. And with only a few seconds left, Gas is the one that's really going to dump on crew, because you see crew just heals up every time we're attacking him. So I'm just going to try and hit my spam as fast as I can to get Gas to stand back up. Because Gas standing back up, right, and I'm going to get rid of this buffs. Gas standing back up is the one that's going to kind of seal the deal here, right? So Gas is going to do basic, boom, and then we're down to Kylo. And with me talking, hopefully I can finish this off in the next 10 seconds. Okay, Gas is going to sit down. Again, Gas is not important. And I took so much time talking. Normally I have like a full minute. So I'm going to run this again now that you get kind of the basic idea. And you'll see how quick it actually goes when I'm not stopping and talking the whole time. So let's go in here to OSIS. We should have our team all set up and in and ready to go. Okay, I'm going to stun Lobster first. Again, because I like to just slow down the charge of Kylo's ultimate. Okay, basic confusion, which gives me an expose. And then I'm going to just try and go ham. I can stun him to try and slow down his cleanse. And you see that there's hardly any charge going on from Supreme Leader Kylo Ren over there. All right, call for some assists. Okay, basic. Okay, now they're all going to go ham. Hopefully drop gas pretty quick. And then I'm going to start my confusion. Now, I have a confusion on here, so in this case, I'm going to go ahead and cleanse off the taunt. And then I'm just going to work around Kylo Ren. I'm just going to ignore him. And hopefully drop lobster, or at least stun him, so that he can't cleanse off confusion. And I use basics because I don't want to call the assist because I don't want to hack off Kylo. Okay. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my armor shred on right away. I'm going to... knowing that I was going to drop Hux right there. And then I'm just going to start going to town. I did that a little bit differently last time. Again, basic on my confusion. Okay. We should be healed up enough to be able to eat this. Right? We're doing even better than we were last time, right? See, everybody is well in the green. So now we're just going to hit on Kylo here with basics. Gas is really the only one that can take out Kylo Ren unmasked in this squad. Okay, my assist comes from Han, so that I'm calling Chewie and I'm healing up 5s. I'm going to go ahead and use my second ability now, and to try and reduce cooldowns, I'm going to give it to Han. And we may even drop him before gas stands back up. And here we go. Boom. See, 235 left in that one. So the only reason I timed out last time is just because talking through it. I never time out doing this counter battle. If you fight one that has the blue guy, the First Order officer, you want to get him out first because you probably only have one tank, and he's going to feed turn meter to Hux. It's going to feed turn meter to Kylo Ren, and they'll just do a little turn meter exchange and drop you like a rock. So get rid of First Order officer first if you can. Again, it's way easier when you only have one tank. If you have First Order Stormtrooper, you can plow through him. And if you have Kylo Ren unmasked, you're going to get confusion on him. You're going to use Chewie's second ability to clear off all of the buffs and therefore clear off the taunt. And then you'll be able to just work around Kylo Ren unmasked, making sure that you're giving confusion to Kylo unmasked whenever you can. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those squads to fight right now, as I ripped through them in my own shard here for a while, and now nobody posts them at all that I know of. And this counter works well even with the Malak one, because again, you're just you're ripping through everybody so quickly, and you want to have gas take on Malak. You just want to kind of try and not touch Malak because his the Jaws of Life and the drain life ability is so difficult that it can knock out one of the other guys. And you really want gas doing that stuff because he'll just sit down. He'll lose his protection and then sit down, and then you just continue on blowing up on everybody else. And in this case right here, the only difference in this squad is the fact that your second tank is Malak, so he doesn't get some of the First Order benefits. He just kind of sits there. And he will induce fear on people when you critically hit him, but again, I don't find it to be really any more different in terms of your tactical planning than you would with the one that we just showed you there. So if you have gas, you have Han and Chewie, that is probably the most efficient, easiest, reliable one as well. I'll be working on getting my Barriss up so that you can see the Barriss counter where you don't need anything at all other than your 501st clones and Barriss, and that one is a pretty reliable one as well. I'm pretty sure if you check out the stream from Arnold on, it would have been December 12th, I believe. that one, I think he has it on there too, and a link in his thing to check out his stuff. So I'll try and get one up for you soon. In the meantime, have fun killing some galactic legends out there if you don't have one yourself.